Okay, this video has been a long time in, the making. I've been pushing it off just because I've been lazy. We're just gonna do gameplay today. I was thinking of filming myself because it's a nice day outside, but I recorded some cyberpunk footage, and just some gameplay on my Switch 2, so I'll just be throwing that up while I'm talking about this, but I want to give a Switch 2 update, and I've been wanting to talk about the Direct. I was gonna do predictions for it, but nobody knew when this thing was gonna happen. This thing was like the goddamn Loch Ness monster. Alrighty, this thing was so elusive, but it finally happened this last Thursday. I'm filming this on Saturday, so yeah, I'm just gonna run through the Direct, and then we'll just go into stuff after that. So, yeah. So the Direct Thursday happened early morning. I was at work, but I was watching it, like a good boy. So, going into this Direct, I had no idea what to really expect. They just said partner showcase. That literally could have been anything. So I was really hoping we would get the Elden Ring release date, just some more Switch 2 updates for Switch 1 games, and maybe some surprise third parties. Like maybe they would show a Call of Duty. Maybe Microsoft would be there, show off like Halo or I don't know, Silk Song or something. Maybe Capcom would show off a Monster Hunter, which we'll get to in a second. But yeah, to be honest, I had absolutely no idea what was going to happen. Nobody did. So going first thing they showed was Monster Hunter Stories 3, which I do really love the Monster Hunter Stories games. The first one on the 3DS I remember really liking a lot, and I played that like a bunch. I think I beat it. And then I pre-ordered 2 on my Switch, and it runs like booty cheeks on Switch 1. And I thought it was okay, but I was just kind of underwhelmed by it. But I've been playing it on my Switch 2, like a new file, or really just a new game, and I've been really enjoying it. It looks beautiful, it runs beautiful, and I've been getting more in the turn-based combat. So the story's whatever. It's like a rat. The second one is like, the first game is, it's pretty much just like Monster Hunter 4 Ultimate. During this time period, when Monster Hunter 4 Ultimate come out, games like World and Stories, they kind of follow that same thing of like something's taking over the monsters and we gotta stop it. The second game though is just the Rathaloses are acting weird, like a bunch of them, and you gotta figure it out. It's something like that. The third game though looks really good. I like the art style they're going with. Looks more mature. Yeah, no, I'm pretty pumped for it. It's coming out on Switch 1, I think. Honestly, I thought I saw something that said it was coming out on Switch 1. I really hope it's not. I hope it's just Switch 2. But yeah, Monster Hunter Stories 3 Twisted Reflection. Next was Once Upon a Katamari. I haven't really played the Katamari game, so I don't really have much to say about this. It looks decent. It's on Switch 1, and it didn't say a Switch 2 version, so we don't know if it's going to run at 60 frames on Switch 2 or if it's going to be locked 30. But it looks fun. It's an older game. Again, I don't know anything, so I'm just going to move on. Just Dance 2026. I just play the Wii versions. You're better off. I mean, if you want to play Just Dance on this, I mean, that's fine. But who's really playing these? You know what I'm saying? Who's still buying Just Dance? The next one, which I went, ooh, was Dragon Ball Zero or Sparking Zero. I'm tempted to get this. I've heard it's really dog on TikTok, like on my feed for like 2 days straight. I remember was just like how they've just like the game's just not in a good state, but I don't know. It looks really interesting. It's just a Dragon Ball fighter. When I was a kid, I remember watching. I got up to the point to where Frieza, the planet with Piccolo's planet was about to explode. That's the last part I remember. But yeah, it looks pretty hype. Plants vs Zombies Replanted. Excuse me. It seems like a weird pick, but I low key it's fine. It's just Plants vs Zombies. It's just weird being in this Direct, especially with there not being that much time. And you'll see later on, they're just some really weird games. Like they're fine, but it's just like, why here? EA had a bunch of games. They had FIFA or FC and Madden. I don't care. That's pretty much all I have to say. Pac-Man World 2 Repacked. I've heard that Pac-Man World 2 is like really, really good. It's like one of the most underrated platformers. So Might give that a try. I don't know. I'm not really a platform person, but I've been thinking about getting the platformers. But yeah, very interesting. Final Fantasy Tactics, I'm also very interested in picking this up. They're all game key cards, so I don't know if I'll pick it up. I might pick it up physically just in case I don't enjoy it as much and I want to sell it, which is the benefit of the game key cards. But we'll get into all that later. But yeah, this one looked very interesting. I'm definitely interested in it. It's just a remake of a classic Final Fantasy game. I'm not the biggest Final Fantasy guy, but again, I've been wanting to get into more JRPGs. So, Persona 3 Reload again, hype. Not much to say, never played Persona. If you watch Serum on TikTok, he just finished his Persona 5 100 hours thing, and I'm tempted to get into Persona. So, okay, and then there's a big surprise. Everybody in their prediction videos were saying, no age of imprisonment, there's like a low chance it's going to be here. And there it was. I was there like, oh, this looks like Zelda, what is this? And then I see Zelda and this goon walking. I'm like, okay, I know what this is now. So yep, we just got more information on it. I like Hyrule Warriors Definitive Edition. That's still the original Hyrule Warriors is still like probably one of my favorite games, to be honest, ever. So I'm interested in it. I haven't played Age of Calamity, but Age of Imprisonment I might just hop straight into. So then Chilling by the Fire. A lot of people have given this game a lot of shit because it's just like, why'd they show this here? But it's fine. It's chill. Again, I would have rather have seen, like, I don't know, Elden Ring release date. We still haven't. It's still not here yet. Next we got an Apex Legends version of, or Apex Legends Switch 2 version, which comes out like August 5th, so pretty soon. I'm tempted to pick this up and play it. I haven't played Apex. I've only played Apex like a couple times. It's whatever, but the Switch version is actually trash, so I might actually want to play it this time. Hello, the game with the mouse looks goofy, interesting. I don't know. Maybe I'll pick it up one day if it's on like a sale, like a super sale. But no, it looks. It's more games like that. It's very interesting. It looks good. Good stuff. All I gotta say. Star Wars Outlaws. Okay. I wanted to make a whole video about this, so I think this is gonna be my chance to do this. What Ubisoft needs to do with the Nintendo Switch 2 is pour over the rest of the Assassin's Creed games. So what they should be doing first is like they did with they need to do a Unity update, or they need to do Unity, Assassin's Creed Unity for Nintendo Switch 2. I'm pitching this right now. They just need to do like a really updated version of that, release on Nintendo Switch 2. I'm telling you right now, that would go crazy because Assassin's Creed Unity is actually like a top 3 game, okay? You could argue it over 2, you could argue it over Brotherhood, you could argue it over anything. But I understand doing Outlaws, but I'm surprised it's not Shadows. I don't know why it's Outlaws. I don't understand. But yeah, Assassin's Creed Unity should have been what they did first, Ubisoft, because it's their, like, it was the first game going into the PS4, Xbox One generation, like Assassin's Creed wise, except for Black Flag, but that was cross-gen, so that technically doesn't count. So that would have been like super interesting, and it still holds up. Like I did a playthrough of it last year, holds up beautifully. I played through it also in high school not that long ago, and it's a great game. That's what they should have done. Anyways, Chronos: The New Dawn looks really good. I think I am gonna pick this up. I think that it's a game key card. I might pick this up physically. I don't know. I think it's just digital, so I'll probably just pick it up. But looks really good. It's like Resident Evil, more Dead Space vibes. More like Resident Evil remake. It's not OG Resident Evil, but yeah, no, it actually looks really good. Horror game. I'm very tempted to pick this up. Yeah, no, this is a good game to show. Definitely, when I saw it, I was like, oh, definitely just a sleeper hit on this direct. Yakuza. I said I was playing through Yakuza. I think I did. I can't remember actually what I said in the last video. I have Yakuza. Or I did. I traded in for Cyberpunk, and I love Cyberpunk. I got the crappy ending. If you know, you know. But yeah, I didn't. It was whatever. But so this was cool. That's all I gotta say. And then the flash reel. The games or whatever, I didn't really care. The Borderlands 4 though, I'm very interested also in picking up. It's a game key card also. But that was the only one that really interested me. But we already knew about Borderlands 4. And the last two games I ended off with were both Square Enix. One was Adventures of Elliot, which is like a top-down, like kind of Legend of Zelda, like old school Legend of Zelda game in that 2D, 3D, HD style. Oh, got a notification. It looked cool. I'm actually really tempted to pick this up. And then they have the Octopath Traveler 0, which I haven't played an Octopath Traveler, so I don't have any comment. But Adventures of Elliot, I'm very tempted to pick this up. It looked good. But that was really all that happened during the direct, which, I mean, it was a decent direct overall, but like it just felt like there was so much missing. Like I just felt so disappointed. Like yes, I'm really hyped for Monster Hunter Stories 3, but no Monster Hunter Rise Switch 2 version was announced. I mean, they don't have to do that in a direct, but they didn't announce like a Monster Hunter World. They didn't say anything about Wilds. Again, that they did announce Stories 3, which I'm hyped about, but still, I wanted more Monster Hunter. No Halo, nothing from Microsoft, absolutely nothing. We've been speculating the eventual Halo port, stuff like that. Not here. Death Stranding, that a bunch of people were guessing was going to be here. No Death Stranding port, not announced for Switch 2. I'm trying to think. Oh yeah, no Elden Ring. No Elden Ring. No Elden Ring whatsoever. No release date. Nothing. That is the one game I want to play on the Nintendo Switch 2. And you're telling me we don't have the release date for it yet? I'm pissed. I want a Elden Ring Nintendo Switch 2 version so bad. Because it can run on Steam Deck. And it can run on the Xbox Series S. And it can run on the Xbox One and PS4. And the PS4 Pro. And the PS5. And you're telling me this thing is going to run so well, so nicely on Nintendo Switch 2. Just give us the release date. Please. That's all I got to say. But anyways, I'm also just going to do a little update on my Nintendo Switch. I've had it for, what is it now? Coming on 2 months now. So, I got to say, I've really enjoyed it. I keep coming back to it. Portable mode goes really good. I've pretty much spent a 50-50. Docked mode is a really beautiful experience. Makes the games look so nice. Handheld mode sits in your hands quite comfortably, to be honest. The weight, once there's a Switch, like, I don't know. Once there's a revision, after like 3 or 4 years, I'll eventually upgrade. But I really like the Switch 2 right now. I think it's been a great console. I've had a lot of great memories already with it. The games, the non-patch upgrades to Switch games have been awesome. I've been playing the Tears of the Kingdom at 60 frames per second, and that shit is beautiful. Also, just Cyberpunk, awesome game. Really got hooked on it. I got the shit ending, but so I might come back in a couple months when I beat some more of my games and play that. But man, I'm just really waiting for more ports. I know people are tired of wanting ports, but I just want older games that I played on my PS4 and on my Steam Deck ported to this thing. That's all I want. That's all I want. We haven't gotten that yet. We're only 2 months in. No Elden Ring release date. Nothing. And then they're raising the Switch 1 price. I mean, what's going on? I don't know. But I just thought I'd make this video. My thoughts on that direct were it was mid. I shouldn't say that. I thought it was good. There were actually a lot of games that I really am looking forward to. But there were some that I needed to see, and they weren't there. So I'm just disappointed in that aspect. But no, it was a good direct. But yeah, I just thought I'd come on here and say that real quick. Make a video, because I just need to get a video out. So yeah, just take care, everyone.